Shooty Doom, and this is me doing a Cyberpunk inspired look. First, I'm taking some e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and rubbing that in before mixing together the white and light blue colors from the Athena painting palette. Next, I'm taking some pre-cut pieces of washi tape and laying that across my face, leaving the eyes exposed and securing that to my wig with some Scotch tape. After that's nice and secure, I'm taking my pre-mixed paint and using my palette knife to apply it to the different areas of my face, really spreading that paint around before I take a nice big dense foundation brush and kind of spreading that paint all around, trying to make sure every little area is filled in, including my ears, which you'll see I take a smaller brush to make sure the entire surface area is covered inside the nooks and crannies. And then just taking that brush and going over some of the places by the tape before taking a sponge and patting that paint really deep into my skin so it's not moving anywhere. Next, I'm taking off the tape from my face and taking that same small brush I used for my ears and cleaning up any bumps in the line I created and any other spots I think might need more paint. Here I am taking the Athena painting palette again in the vibrant green color and taking the same paint palette knife and kind of smearing it into the different areas, especially my eyebrows, trying to make sure that they are nice and covered. Taking an angled brush and then moving that paint around, taking some more on the brush and just trying to get that line really straight. As you can see, I'm really taking my time and making sure the line is as even as possible before filling in more of the middle, and then making sure that the center of my face has a nice clean stripe down the center that I will be adding a different color to later. Now I'm adding the color to my eyelids before taking a different sponge and patting that into my skin before taking the yellow color from the palette and using a straight flat craft brush. I'm applying that to the center of my nose and forehead area. Again, making sure that that line is really straight and pigmented, kind of taking it from different angles, trying to get it right before taking the sponge, pushing it into my skin, and then taking my fingers and kind of diffusing the line a little bit so it blends before taking, again, the NYX SFX crayon in black and really outlining the hollows of my cheek and jaw area for a nice cut. Taking a sponge and then blending that down into the hollows of my cheek, kind of giving a snatched dead look, I guess. Blending it more and more with the sponge before adding some more of the pen to my forehead area, blending it out, and then adding a little bit more blue. We're taking some black from the Athena palette, and now we're just going down and outlining my jaw and chin area with a angled craft brush, kind of fanning it out along the jaw because I will be filling in my neck. But again, very straight lines. We're trying to just make that nice clean cut. So I'm taking the NYX crayon here and I'm just drawing some loose lines, trying to add some color to the neck area. Just some basic lines up and down, vertical, and then adding some slashes in between. I will then take the sponge and really blend that all together so it's nice and dark, adding more so it looks like my whole neck area is just black. Now we're taking the NYX SFX pencil in white for some highlights on the above cheekbone area and nose, kind of tapping that in with a combination of my finger and the blender. Adding some of that black that was on the sponge to the bottom of my nose. And now we're going to go to the lips. We're going to take this pink color on a smaller brush and apply it to just the Cupid's bow area, trying to keep it kind of square, kind of almost like a square heart pixely shape. I'm not sure if it really came out that way, but that's okay. So I'm taking a very small pen and I mixed together the pink and the black just to make a little bit of the darker color as like a liner. And I'm lining my lips here, and it kind of got out of hand, so I'm taking a smaller angled just makeup brush and blending it together. Now I am adding some setting powder on a puff and a brush, making sure that that makeup that I just put on is not going anywhere. Kind of getting it everywhere, smacking it on, slathering it everywhere, taking a sponge with some powder and pressing my lips before dusting it all off with a nice big brush. Next, I'm going to take the Ace Beauty Scarlet Dusk palette in the shade Bahamas and using a hexagonal stencil and a blush brush, I'm just patting that color on kind of above the line as well to give a line into that greenish color for a cheek effect. And then taking the Laura Lee Los Angeles Party Animal palette in the shade Issa Party to the center part of that yellow color. Here I am taking that same stencil to create a straight line with the NYX Epic Ink Eyeliner pen, kind of going in between with that and a angled brush, and then continuing the line down with the NYX pen, filling it in as I go. Here I'm actually stretching out the skin underneath my eye, trying to get it nice and straight. The line turned out a little thicker than I honestly wanted it to, but I still don't think that it was bad. Here I am taking a purple and black wig. Don't come at me, I'm not a wig stylist. And just brushing it through for finishing the final kind of pin back look. And I did take a few pictures with and without my wig, so you'll see that here at the end. But again, I'm Shooty Doom. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing all your guys' comments on how this look turned out. Thanks!